So, there we go. We're in the tiny little corner of the stitchery tonight, and I have my 2025 advent calendar. And I need to put the yarn away. So, there we go. I've got my box of yarn from previous advent calendars and subscription boxes and stuff. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. They all have their labels on them still. So you can see like this one with stars all over it was from the Halloween box. And then there's this one that was from an advent calendar with the Christmas stripes on it. And there was another one that had the green stripes. And another one that was like snow on the labels. So it's kind of cool that you get to see. Like this one was from a Halloween box because it says boo all over it. And yeah, I like that I still have the labels. It's nice. Okay, so I've got to unload this one. Anybody else still doing stuff with their advent calendars? Because, you know, we get stuff out of them and then we forget. Don't put it away. Okay, I kind of have to. I need the space. So. And also, as I do it, I'm going to turn them back around so that it's the moonlight one again. So, I got to take the things out. So, yeah. Isn't that cool? They're amigurumi picks. This calendar had some good stuff, although I did do the survey they asked us to do, because it could use improvement. There was a green one. I think these are all 33 grams. Yeah. So we'll turn the box back around to the moonlit sky. We have a dark blue. Hi. My day was okay, I guess. I've had worse. Crochet hook. White. Bag charm. This is one of the ones I thought was meh. I thought it was cool on the video, but then thinking about it, how useful is that? Hi Rachel, how are you? I know I go live tomorrow night, but I don't know. I have to do this anyway, so I thought I'd, y'all could keep me company because everyone else in this house is in bed. Because no one else is a night owl like me. Hi! I have a needle minder. That one was pretty cool. And pastel pink. I'm hoping they're going to fit in this box. If they don't, I don't have a plan B, so. Not picking on you. You are the queen of advent calendars. Yeah, if y'all don't know, I bought 7 last year. That was such a bad idea. I reviewed them all. You can watch them all on my channel under my gift or garbage playlist, but it was such a bad idea. Yeah, don't get 7 advent calendars. Just don't do it. Unless they're willing to send them all to you, then sure, do it. Pastel yellow. Yeah, y'all love my reviews on advent calendars, and yet hardly anyone watched them last year, so I don't know. Maybe my timing was off. We got some kind of little rescue kit with 2 small hooks and scissors. Two? You bought 2 last year? That's good. I think because I review them on the channel, I I think 4 is legit. I don't know. 5 is pushing it, but I think 4 is pretty okay. I've done 4 for several years, but last year I did 7. Ooh. Baby blue. And a stitch marker of the sun. Turn it around. We've also got purple and a tape measure. And for the life of me, I can't figure out what on earth this print is supposed to be. All it says is Crochet Society around it, but the print... Oh, wait! I finally got it, I think. I think it's the moon's face, right? I think it's the moon. Wow, I was looking at this thing forever at different angles and I just couldn't see it. Because you pull it this way and the numbers are this way. If you do it like that, it looks like nothing. That was bad on their part. The print should be the other way. That was dumb. Because even if you were left-handed, that's centimeters. I don't know. Also, it goes this way, so clearly it's supposed to be pulled this way. Whatever. Okay. Another green one. I don't want to rip the labels. No, I like the labels. It's stuck. Darn. This one got kind of beaten up. It's green. I do think you've got it. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So I have 2 of these. Yay! And this weaving set that we got, that was a waste. I let them know that stuff like this made of that cheap wood was not worth the price and absolutely just such a waste of money. No. Please don't put that in the calendar ever again. We got an ornament. Now, I know it's not crochet related, but this is an advent calendar, so an ornament is acceptable to me. Plus, it's the moon, so you kind of got me right there. Another dark blue, so we have 2 of those. I think I can get them all to fit in here. I hope we have another pink. See, I don't remember. I did this calendar so long ago, I don't even remember. Oh, I love that the moon stuff is coming back. This is not one that I want to recover. This is one that I want to display somehow. If you've got any ideas on how to display this, let me know. You like my bluey sweater? Yeah, I know, it's Christmas, I know. But it's a sweatshirt is a sweatshirt, you know? Whatever. So, yeah. Plus, I'm doing an advent calendar, a Christmas sweatshirt. I mean, huh? Okay. I've got another white. It's good to have your basics. It's good to have your basics. So. I basically hoard this yarn. It's such a great yarn. I want to use it for like that special project, that perfect project, you know? I love this yarn. It's so great. You can only get it from Crochet Society, and I absolutely adore it, which is why I hoard it. And one reason why I get the advent calendar every single year. It's mostly for the yarn. Recycle the boxes and put away your yarns and goodies. Yeah, I have one of my calendars holds my safety eyes. One of my calendars holds my jewelry supplies. One of my calendars I've left blank on purpose because it's the most Christmassy one they've ever made. And I would love it if I did my own advent calendar for any reason. I'd love to use the calendar to pull the boxes out. I think that'd be really cute. So, but this one is totally my style. And I just want a way to display this somehow. I don't know. I'll think about it. Anyway. Something can go in here. Don't know. We have a coaster that says Hello Sunshine. I know exactly who I'm giving this to because I call her Sunshine. And look at this gorgeous pink. What is this one called? Nougat. I hope I have another one somewhere. Hopefully I do, because this is not enough to make something, but if I have a couple of them. I don't think there's another one in here, but it'd be really great if there is. Ooh, here we go. It's Christmas, you gotta have red. Look at that. That is a cherry red if there ever was one. And look at this label. How pretty is this with the beautiful blue sky and the gold moon and stars? Even the labels are pretty. I mean, this is why they get me. This is exactly why they get me. And then, of course, they gave me an embroidery kit that I have no use for. Like, what is this? I mean, at least it's not made of cheap fake wood, but not very useful for me, anyway. I might give it to Andy. She does cross stitch, so. I don't know. Andy, if you're watching, do you want this? Okay. And next we have a very soft yellow, which I think we've gotten before. Yes, we have. So we have two soft yellows. Beautiful, yeah. I'm kind of in shock how many full tubs of yarn you have. I'm used to seeing the yarn in your intro video. These are my giant skeins. You know, like the Karen 1 pounds and the Crafter's Secret from Hobby Lobby. These are the big ones. Most of them in here are discontinued colors. Like, they don't exist anymore. So, yeah, that's why I have them. But I haven't made huge projects in a while, so, you know, I have a lot of that yarn. It's just using it is like, it feels like a waste if it's not a large project. Because I have other things I can use on tiny projects. So I don't use them very often. And they sit here, and they look ugly, and yeah, it's not my favorite, but there they are. This is my 2025 Crochet Society Advent Calendar, and I'm unloading the yarn into the box where I store it. So, yeah. I have seen things you can do with embroidery hoops for crochet. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, we got another hook. This one is a 4mm. The last one was a 3.5mm. These are just tapered hooks with clay handles. Not too special, but they're kind of cute. Possibly they will end up in a giveaway someday. I don't know. Really gorgeous purple. Look at that. That's a really pretty purple. And our little stars stitch marker. Isn't that cool? Where are you? I'm in my stitchery. This is a different view than you're used to seeing. This is the little corner. So if you were to turn right from where you usually see me, this is the little corner. Also over here is the day bed. Sometimes you see, sometimes I'm sitting on that. So it's right next to it. So I'll give you guys a tour of the stitchery when it's all done and we install the new shelves and everything. Like hopefully this year I can give you a huge tour of what it looks like down here because I have plans. Okay. Bright yellow. What was that? I could have sworn I heard something beep. Oh, please don't be the fire alarm again. Those things are constantly going off. And there's no fire. Anyway, bright yellow. And what's in this one? Tags. It's kind of an orange pink. Ugh, this fake wood stuff. It's not made well. It's pretty useless. I doubt it's accurate. And I don't like this stuff. However, I do have a use for that in an upcoming video. White. And I think these are the long needles. Yeah, really long needles. Also, if you don't have this fancy version of an amigurumi pick, you can use these. They do the same job. They're just to hold your pieces in place. That's it. So I will be keeping those for that purpose. Well, we've faded into the purple section here, which is nice. More white. Okay, I like basics, but 4 white in a row? Well, not in a row, but there's 4 white in here. 2 is fine, but 4? Brightest star. I think it's just a tin. Nice place to hold your notions. Not as good as a twice-shared sheep tin, of course, because it doesn't slide and you can't put little dividers in it, but whatever. No, they're all the same. I think it's icing sugar. Royal icing. Royal icing. Royal icing. And royal icing. They're all royal icing. At least white is useful. What is going on up there? The last thing I saw was everyone was asleep. Mom's phone keeps going off. Who would call her at 11 at night? All right, anyway. You're kidding. Royal icing. Number 5. I like to make snowflakes like the Rex person, but come on. anyway, we've got a 6mm hook. That is a lot of white, I know. Oh, yay! Another one of those bright yellows. What was that one called? Limoncello. Ooh, that's pretty. Five whites. I'm gonna have to create a polar bear family or something. Oh yes, I like these. These are binding clips that you use in quilting, but I really like them to hold my granny squares together. These things. Really great if you do granny square work. Get these little quilting clips. So great. They hold your squares together. Love it. Love it. Keep them together while you sew. It's a fun little hack for you that's not really a hack. Okay. Last row. Oh yay, we're back to that pretty green. What was that one called? Gelato. So we have 2 of those. Oh wait, 3 of those. 3 of those. That's acceptable. It's a Christmas color, so. 3 of those. I want to see that pretty pink again. Oh yes. More cheap wood. Has these bobbins that, I didn't say this on the video because I found out later, they don't even work. Isn't that great? They don't even work. So yeah. They gave you yarn bobbins that don't actually hold anything. Like I said, I did the survey. Hopefully they'll never put this stuff in our advent calendars again. Hi, Mishi. Love you. What is your favorite thing to make? That's a tough one. I mean, I'm sure people would say it's corgis because I make a lot of them. But I really like making slippers. I do. I really like making slippers. I really, really like making my Broadway bears. And y'all, I miss it so much. I haven't made a Broadway bear since, I think like spring of last year. And really, I had to rush it to put it together, and it wasn't that great. That might have even been 24 now that I think about it. Maybe it wasn't 25. Did I even make one last year? Oh my goodness. I don't even think I made one last year. Yeah. But I love making my bears. Here, I'll get Phantom Bear for you. He's over there. Here he is. There's Phantom Bear. He was the first one I ever made. And if you're a Phantom of the Opera fan, that's what he represents. I did a video all about it. It's on my channel under Broadway Bears. I think there's only 2 or 3 in the playlist right now. I really, really want to make one this year. I have a really good idea. But, you know, they take time. The bears don't take that long to make, but everything else for it takes a while. He is the least detailed one I have. You should see Burial. She was a whole sculpture practically. And then I have my little corgis. This is Elfie, based on the Wicked Witch. So, my bears and my corgis, probably my favorite thing, and slippers. Which, oh, I'm wearing. My slippers. I created my own slipper pattern out of necessity because I have a condition in my toes well, actually, I have a severe nerve issue that goes throughout my whole body. And I had to create my slippers out of necessity because wearing store-bought slippers was super painful. My tots, yeah. My little tater tot characters, yeah, they're up there. Hold on. Didn't know I was doing show and tell tonight. Ugh. Okay. This one is me. That's me. And then I've got a lot more. I've made Barbie from the Barbie movie. And Sandy from Grease. Lord Voldemort, which I made an entire tutorial on this guy and YouTube won't let me upload it. I've tried a million things. I finally just had to delete the tutorial. Maybe one day I'll do it again. But, sorry. Jack Skellington. This one's better, actually. This is the one I have a tutorial for. And then we also have Sally. Enid Sinclair from Wednesday. And yes, if you look closely, I really did do the vertical stripes, which means I changed colors every single stitch. So fun. Mishi, you want me to make you into a tot? You could end up on a Who's That Tot episode. You never know. I also made my teeny tot princesses, so I've got Merida. Her hair's so crazy. And then one of my personal favorites, but it's not everybody's favorite, is my turkey tot. Come on, he's cute. I don't know why y'all don't love him. I think he's adorable. This is my turkey tot. One day he will get the proper love he deserves. And then one of my favorite Disney characters ever, I made Sully from Monsters, Inc., complete with tail. Actually, the tail was necessity because it helps him stand. But also the tail's kind of important to his character, so there you go. Isn't he cute? I have Mike in here too. Yep, there's Mike. I do have tutorials for a lot of these. Look under Tot tutorials on my channel. You like the turkey tot? Yay! I love the turkey tot. I really want to do him as a tutorial so y'all can put him on your Thanksgiving tables. He's so cute, right? And yes, these are all my patterns. I made them up in my head. I don't know. I've got my little Jasmine as well. Teeny tiny Jasmine. And Big Bad Wolf. This is one of Teresa's favorites, Charlie Brown. And I know y'all want Lucy. I want Lucy. But let me tell you, I'm trying to make her beginner friendly, and her hair is not beginner friendly right now. So let me figure out how to do her hair, and then I will give you Charlie Brown Christmas Lucy as a tutorial. As soon as I can make it happen. Okay? I know you want Lucy. I want Lucy. I want to add her to the crew. I've got Linus. I've got Snoopy. I've got Charlie. We need Lucy. I'm well aware. But yeah, it's a whole thing. Her hair is not fun to make right now, and I don't want to give you that pain. I missed some. I'm gonna go back. Okay. You want me to make you? Okay, Mishi. I'm gonna remember that. You just watched the Who's That Todd episodes. It could be you. You like my Bluey shirt? Thanks. Your kids love Bluey? I love Bluey. I'm a grown woman and I love Bluey. My mother loves Bluey. She sees Bluey things and she's tempted to get them. We were both tempted to get play sets. You don't want to know how old each of us is. We were tempted to get play sets. We have no children. I'm from America and I'm from the South. You love the turkey tot. Yay! The turkey tot's getting love. Yay! I want to make him a tutorial, but I don't want to make him a tutorial because tutorials are hard on me physically. So it's like I don't want to make him a tutorial unless y'all actually are going to make him. So would be cute for Thanksgiving. Put a turkey with the napkins and the dinner sets. Exactly. Thank you. Hey, Joanne. Working on your first sock. Ooh, cool. I made a granny square after watching your video. Thank you. Aw, that means so much. Yay. Oh, I have something to show you guys. Okay. I actually made, hold on, let me grab all of them. I have to grab all 4. There's no rhyme or reason to this box. As you saw, it is just a box of things. Okay, there's the other one. 1, 2, 3. There's 4. Okay. Bandit. Chili. Complete with color changes, thank you. Look how straight that is. I was so happy. Bingo. And Bluey. Aren't they cute? And yes, size appropriate. Okay. Have fun at school. I do have a lot of yarn. Yes. Aren't they cute? I also made Ella Enchanted. If anyone remembers that movie with Anne Hathaway and Hugh Dancy and Lucy Punch. I really want to make the Lucy Punch character because she's just too funny. And then Bride of Frankenstein. I also have actual Frankenstein's monster somewhere. There's a lot, okay? And then, of course, we have the Boop variants, which is my little bat. Boop. I do like making my little boops. They're fun. And my bows. This is my Beetlejuice bow. I used to wear bows all the time that I made myself. Oh, I recently made Drusilla from Buffy. I don't know if you can tell, but her top part is sparkly. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I make. Here, we'll put Phantom Bear up here. Oh, you can't see him. No, that doesn't really help. There we go. Okay. I've got 4 boxes left. We've got another red. Thank you. I like them too. And then we got cards, which, yes, the king, queen, Jack, and I think the jester too are crochet themed, but cards? Really? No. And I was not the only one that felt that way. The Facebook group was not happy. This is number 6. We have 6 white in one calendar. That's like a 1/4 of the calendar. Ugh. This is cool though. They gave us flower granny square patterns. The patterns are on the back of the cards. This was pretty cool. So like if you had extra yarn, you know, or you could just use your own. So I'd like to do some of these. It'd be pretty for spring. Yeah, it's not the greatest calendar this year. But they've made far worse ones. There's that peachy orange pink color again. And we have our little moon stitch marker. Last one is bright red. 3 reds and 3 greens seems appropriate. And I would have even been okay with 3 whites because those 3 are Christmas colors and that makes sense. But you're telling me that instead of giving me another one of these beautiful pinks, you gave me another white? Really? We have another crochet hook. This one is a 4.5. This one I really like. This one I might keep. I really like this print. So if you didn't see my full video, that's what was inside the advent calendar. Also, we got 2 booklets. We got a digital one of the zodiac animals, if you ordered early, which I did. And then we also got the pattern booklet, physical booklet, of the blanket plus like 5 other patterns you could make with your yarn. So that was cool. I don't know why it hid that, but okay. Yes, it is a pretty hook. Hi. So, yeah, I don't know what to do with my calendar. I want to keep it. I really like this print, this kind of celestial, excuse me, Phantom Bear. This kind of celestial thing is really cool. See, that's really pretty. I really like that. I even like the outside. That's pretty too. So, I feel bad for, who was it? I think it was Crochet Vision whose husband bought her the calendar, and then it was, yeah, a fake. So that was sad. Working with my 4-point what's a fook? Working with my 4.5 dots right now, designing a doggy. Oh, cute. Maybe write to the company and complain about all the white, and maybe next time they'll have more colors. Well, I did in the, so I don't know how many people actually do it because it takes a long time to do this survey. It's like 15 to 30 minutes. It's a very lengthy survey. Well, okay, 30 minutes is probably pushing it, but it's at least 15. And it has a million questions for you. And I'm wondering how many people actually do that, but I do. Every year, I do those surveys. And they are lengthy, and they are detailed, and I think they are very important, so I fill them out. But they ask you things like, would you like different colors, and what kind of things would you like to see inside the calendar, and what was in previous calendars that you felt was missing from this one. One of the things I mentioned was the stitch marker holder. I love those. And yes, you put them in every calendar and people are like, I already have one or whatever. But not everybody gets every calendar. So I feel like it's totally a valid thing to put in every calendar. Also, there should have been more stitch markers. We love them. That's why they're in the subscription boxes. Not cards. And not cheap wood that's going to break or not work. No. No. This was awesome. Quality like this. That's what I expect in an expensive advent calendar. This, very good. Very good. This, fine. Useful, okay. This, garbage. However, I have to have something wood to write on to test one of my pens, so I'll probably use those. But not everybody is going to need them to make a video, so that, yeah. Hotel for tots! Oh, that's a cute idea. Maybe. Hey, Lelena! Thanks, it is pretty yarn, yeah. I'm gonna pull this back over so that he has something to stand on. There we go. I have an idea, and I want to run it past y'all. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think in the comments. 12 days of teeny tots. You know, my little tots that are like that. As an advent calendar. So little tiny tutorials that you could make into ornaments if you want. What does everyone think? 12 days of teeny tots. Should I do it? This would be the size. It would not be all, I think this one's Glinda. This one, they'll not be all little Glindas or fairies or whatever. They're, actually, she might be the blue fairy. No, she's Glinda. She could be the blue fairy, but anyway. But they'd all be this size, which is pretty small. This is my hand. And I could use one of my calendars and like pull out the drawer and like, this is the one we're making today. They're all very quick, because teeny tots are quick. There might be a couple that are more complicated with some color changes here and there just to make it more interesting. But I think that'd be fun. I don't know if I'm going to do it this year, but I really like the idea of doing it at all. So, yeah. Okay. Here it is. Ready? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Hey, Michael. Ornaments or keychains. Adorable idea. Thanks. I don't know what the theme would be, or if there would be any theme. Maybe there wouldn't be a theme. Maybe they'd just be random and y'all would never know. Maybe they wouldn't all be people. Maybe they will be inanimate objects. Maybe some of them will be animals. I've made teeny tot animals before too. Well, I'm glad you guys like the idea, because it's possible. It's very possible. Hey, how's everyone doing tonight? Anybody else watch the dog show? We recorded it. I haven't seen it yet, but I think tonight was herding, non-sporting, toy, and hound. I think those were the groups tonight. And then the rest of them are working, sporting, terrier. No, that's it. Working, sporting, terrier, and then best in show. Tomorrow night. So, yeah. Okay. What to do with all this extra stuff? Also, the lid may not fit. No! Maybe I should make the teeny tots out of this stuff. I definitely have a lot of color selection. I have about 3 advent calendars worth, plus a couple of Halloween and fall boxes, plus subscription boxes I used to get. So yeah, I've got a lot. Oh, by the way, if you type exclamation point and then the word spoon, you can drop your link if you want others to subscribe to you and throw yarn in your window and stuff. I forgot to say that earlier. Sorry, I was distracted. Thank you for the love of reading. Have a good night. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. I am live tomorrow, y'all. I'm live at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. And we're just gonna crochet and chat. Super chill. It's the beginning of the Tink Peel Club, which, until Teresa is back from her hiatus, is just Peel. Me. And that's okay. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep trucking along. You could use the white and make ghosts. Yeah, I could. Mishi, your goal is 3K as well? Okay, cool. Teresa has a goal of 3K. You have a goal of 3K. Heather has a goal of 1K. My goal is 8K, which I know is super, like, am I out of my mind? But I average about 2,000 subscribers a year, so I'm just trying to push that. I'm already close to 6K, which is pretty crazy. But please subscribe to Critters Crochet. Even though she is not doing videos right now, there is lots of content for you to watch. She has playlists, she has shorts, she has so many tutorials, so many. So you can learn from the best. She's a great teacher. Rachel wants 1,000. Okay. Always push for your goal. Always reach, because if you don't, someone else will. That's pretty good advice, Michael. Thank you. Yeah. I liked the idea of 8K by Christmas Day. I thought it had a nice ring to it. I am really close to 6K, so it's not completely ridiculous. You know. I'm adding more stuff on the channel, so, you know, I'm working on it. I'm working for Teresa too. I don't care what it takes. She is getting her 3K this year. Don't care what I have to bribe y'all with. She's getting it this year. I bribed y'all with Dobby to get her 1K. If I have to bribe you again with a pattern, so be it. She's my friend. And this is what she wants, and I want her to get it. Aw, yeah, thanks, Mishi. You're almost at 200? Lelena, that's so great. You just started, right? Didn't you start like this year or end of last year or something? Aw, good for you. Oh, Michael, that would be amazing. I need 23 or more for my next subscriber count blanket color to change. Okay. There is Teresa's link, by the way. Thank you, Nightbot. You're actually doing what I asked you to. You started in November. That's really great, Lilena, for you to get 200 already. It's just barely February. It's February 3rd now. Well, not quite. Almost. February 2nd. Groundhog Day. Yay. Okay. I think it'll fit. Now let's just hope the lid closes. Definitely have to use some before the next advent calendar though, because there's just barely room. Well, it fits. Something else is gonna sit on top of it, so it fits. Still no winter here. Yeah. Some parts of the country, I know. I thought this would take a little bit longer. It didn't. Time to get ready for bed. Have a good night, everyone. Morning is coming soon. Okay, thanks, Mishi. I'm live tomorrow night if you want to hang out. Well, let's see. What's in the bag? I've got 2 granny squares and I was actually using a skein of Crochet Society yarn. I don't know if this is gonna fit. We'll see. Thank you. Kohl's was having an incredible sale. Yes, I still shop at Kohl's. I know they're like, you know, going under, but I still like their clothes. So, starting tomorrow night, I am going to have lives every single week. Yay! Scheduled lives, not just these random ones where you don't know if I'm going to come on or not. Scheduled lives at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Obviously, if you can't make it, there's replays. And yeah, so that's kind of exciting. So I actually have something that y'all can count on that's going to happen every week. Unless I'm sick or injured or, you know, my body decides, haha, you thought you could do that? No, you can't. So, yeah. They do, right? They have really cute clothes. Yeah. This, plus a pair of pajama pants, plus tax and everything, I think was like 14 bucks. Yeah. For a licensed print. Actually, they were both licensed because the pajama pants were wicked. 14 bucks. And technically it was under that. Yeah. You said you and Teresa have great chemistry together. We do. We do. And she'll be back. She will. She can't help it. She loves us. She just needs time. So, I shall carry on the torch. And keep the light in the lighthouse going for her. I had PT today. Ugh, my body is tired. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I used to do PT. And then one day I realized it wasn't helping me at all because my body is just not a friend. And it doesn't mean you're lazy, and it doesn't mean that, you know, you don't want to exercise or stuff, but there are conditions that are in our bodies, and when we try to go against them, it's really excruciating. And it's not the kind of excruciating that you heal from. I know. I've done PT for years. I've tried everything. Thank you, Michael. Yes, PT can make some things worse. I had surgery in 2019. I still cannot bend over and get something off the floor without my chest going, that was a bad idea. Why did you do that? Just bending over because I dropped a pencil or something can totally mess everything up. Oops, I missed something. Yeah, Andy is live. If y'all want to go to Andy's, I totally understand. Go ahead, go support her. I used to do knee PT as well. Did I miss something? Is Teresa okay? Oh, Michael, if you go to my latest community post, it explains. She's suffered a loss, so we're all praying for her right now. Good job. We appreciate your sacrifice. Keep the torch lit, lady. I'm trying. I'm mildly freaked out by a couple things. One of which is I need a little bit of help. I don't know, Lelena, if you want to help me, that would be great. Or anybody who's watching. If you want to email me because you're willing to help, I need a little bit of help with some behind the scenes stuff with Decade Divas next month. If you're willing to help, please email me because it's really tough to do on my own. And one of my helpers is now having surgery. And then, of course, my co-host is going through something, and I wouldn't dare ask her for help for this. So I'm on my own. and I'm a little freaked out. So if anyone wants to help me with Decade Diva stuff, even if you are not a Decade Diva, I would really appreciate it. So email me, thespooniestitcher@gmail.com, if you want to help. Thank you. I have to do a PT to get the procedure that I need. Yeah, I know. Sometimes they insist. I'm talking to both. I don't want to leave any of you. Oh, you're so sweet. Hey, J baby, what's up? You read it. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Officially, today was the day. So, yeah. It's just thespooniestitcher@gmail.com. And, yeah. I know. I know. It's just, it's hard to wrangle over 20 people by yourself. Even though they are grown adults and they all know what to do, they all have questions. Even when they think they know exactly what to do, you get a million emails with really dumb questions that are probably answered in another email, but you get them anyway. And even though we handpicked some people, you never know. Oh, book club, that's nice. Yeah. So, and I promised my mother, and if you've ever met my mother, you don't break a promise to this woman. I promised my mother I'd take it easy this year. So, I have to delegate some things. But she understands my determination as well. I'm determined to help Teresa. I'm determined to help Heather because she runs Battle of the Stitches and she asked me for help today and I was like, I got you. So, yeah. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing to me. People don't realize what people mean to them in their lives until they step out of it for a minute. Not to get all philosophical or anything, but if she were to leave YouTube permanently, she'd leave a really big hole. Really big hole. So I'm pretty sure she'll come back. Because she needs this. The reason she started her channel, she needed the community. You're only 10? Wow, look at you. Aw, you're so cute. I love that I have younger viewers. Well, your mom doesn't have to worry. We're very clean on this channel. That goes for all of you in the comments. I will block you. And I just slid off of my pillow. Ugh, here we go. Okay. I started crocheting when I was 10. Yeah. And honestly, you're never too young. My friend's trying to teach her 6-year-old right now. He's so cute. He's a little frustrated because he can't get the yarn to wrap around the hook and stay. And it's just a matter of practice. But, you know, he's a very action-oriented 6-year-old boy. So he wants things now. He doesn't want to keep practicing. He wants it to happen now. It was really cute, though. She sent me a little picture of them watching me on the iPad while they were trying to do it. He was trying to teach his little brother. It was so cute. I love to decorate and help, but I have to help set up my sister's wedding, and my mom might have to help with that. Yeah. Well, it's good that you have a helping spirit, though. That's rare these days, especially in young people. People are very selfish these days. It's true. I don't want to say that, but it's true. People don't want to help other people unless they get something in return. And then when you want to help, and you tell people why you did it was because it would make them happy, they look at you like you got 3 heads. What's wrong with making people happy? What am I going to do with this? I'm running out of containers and boxes and bags and oof. Yeah, Lilena, when I was a subscriber, not a YouTuber, I was just a subscriber, just one of the little people in the comment section. I kind of bonded in the comment section with a couple of YouTubers, and I sent them things. When I became a YouTuber, I continued that with the same people. I got so much hate from, hopefully they weren't subscribers, but they were commenters. I got so much hate because it was all, you're just trying to get your name out there and all this. It's like, same name. The Shannon that sent them that stuff, same person. And they were really sweet. A lot of them would defend me too. They're like, she's not trying to get anything. And also, they were really small channels. If I wanted to get ahead, don't you think I'd want to do that to the big channels? Just using common sense, wouldn't you want to send things to giant channels if you were trying to get your name out there? Not a little channel that's even smaller than you? Yeah. I met the dark side of YouTube real fast. Yep. So, and even if I did send stuff to big channels, so what? I think there was one I sent to, and actually she wasn't that big yet. It was Pamela's Adoring Crochet. If you ever see her intro and you see the little doll that's in a pink top and blue pants, it has a little gray hair, I made that. I made the doll of her. So, and I sent it to her when I was still a subscriber. Like, just a subscriber. Was that trying to get ahead? Didn't even want a YouTube channel yet. So. Oh, and then I sent her a care package about a month after her husband passed away, her first husband. And I don't understand why, but God knew. It was the perfect timing. She was at the point where she was ready to, like, stop, you know, the heavy grieving process, and she was ready to have fun again and start crocheting again. And I sent her this box, and she found patterns in these magazines that I sent that she was like, this perfect thing I want to make, and all this kind of stuff. She sent me this really long email about how it was absolute perfect timing and she thought God sent me into her life, which was so sweet. I love this woman. I still do. And yeah. So, we never know what God's timing is. This month is February, and that is Mal's Awareness Month. That's median arcuate ligament syndrome. And everything you've heard about it is probably wrong, because there are only 2 doctors that can even remove a part of it, and they are laughed out of the rooms of their colleagues, even though they have a 92% success rate. Sadly, I was, my surgery was successful, but I'm not healed, because you can't be. That's the other thing that annoys me about Mal's. That Grey's Anatomy episode makes me so mad. Ugh. Median arcuate ligament syndrome cannot be healed with one surgery. That's not how it works. The assistant to the doctor that I went to explains it as, what they do is they remove one piece of one part of one problem of one part of Mal's in your body. I might have said that wrong, but basically it's a piece of a piece of a piece of a piece of a piece, right? Of a part of the issue. Because Mal's lives on. All they can do is remove that feeling of that bowling ball dropping in your body every single time you breathe. That's all they can remove. Which is great. Oh, don't get me wrong. Yes, I would pay money again to have that feeling removed if it came back. Because it is awful to feel like there's constantly a bowling ball dropping on your body parts every time you take a breath. So, yeah. Or move, or eat, or move wrong, or sit wrong, or lie. Yeah. So, very, very, very thankful for my surgery. But it's awful when you see it portrayed, especially on TV, because people seem to buy what TV tells them, and it's not true. All of a sudden, the girl is healed. All of a sudden, her life is perfect. Because the doctors, they cured her. Nope. And yes, I've got other issues. A lot of other issues, medically. But Mal's doesn't go away. You can have the surgery, but Mal's lives on. So, Oh, and the recovery of that surgery, minimum, like the absolute minimum, is a year. Something happened the other day to me that I'm wondering if I'm actually still recovering. And I told you it was in 2019. Yeah. Mal's is hard to live with. But it's important to talk about, especially because people talk about it incorrectly, and that drives me crazy. And even the people who have Mal's, they'll talk about it improperly because that's what the doctors told them. And if you do the correct research, like if you actually do the research, you don't just buy what the doctor tells you, you might find out they might be missing a few things. That's what we found out. If you want to know all about this, if you're actually interested, there's an entire video on my channel with my mother, Dr. Mom, who, yes, she really is a doctor. And we talk about the scientific part of it and my story. So if you are interested in that, my Mal's story is on my page. I think you can just type in the search box like my story. You watched that video? Yeah. It's interesting, I think. I joked with my friend that we need to make a little wreath of awareness ribbons because it would be very colorful, but because between the two of us, we got a lot of months where we have awareness ribbons. Off the top of my head, I can think of at least 4. So February is also, I think it's February 27th or 28th. I forget. It's one of the 20s, in the late 20s. That's Rare Disease Day. I qualify. February 17th is Mal's Awareness Day. I qualify. March is Endometriosis Awareness Day, or Endometriosis Awareness Month. I qualify. Gastroparesis is August. I qualify. So, yeah. And there's more. But, okay. So I'm a Spoonie. So what? This is what I was given. Now I could just sit and wallow and feel sorry for myself and never try anything and give up on life and just be a little lump in a corner. Or this. I could do this. I could create. I could use my brain. That's still functioning, so let's keep that going. I mean, yes, I do have brain fog and my medicines do mess with things in there, but for the most part, I'm still going. So, you know, I do have issues in my optic nerve, so I do have problems with my eyes at times, and I have problems with my nerve condition, my problems in my hands, but I don't let it stop me because I can't. If I stopped creating, I wouldn't be me. Apparently, I was born to be creative. And honestly, everyone's born to be creative. Creator made creation, which was a creative idea. So we're all creative. We are creative. We were a creative idea. So, you know, it's in us. I tell people I have rare designer genes. I like it. We all have some kind of creative idea, even if you don't think it's creative. My mother does not think she's creative. She is. She has very creative ideas. She's helped me. Some of the ideas you've seen on the channel, not my patterns, but some of the video ideas were hers. That's why I have this channel. Well, okay. Partly why I have this channel. I started this channel because I was watching other people, other Spoonies, that were living their life and having fun and doing creative things and not letting their illness get in the way of being creative, so why can't I? And I liked how they made me feel seen and felt, and I was hoping if I could do that for just one person, why not? And then also, I'm stuck here most of the time. So this is my only way to make friends. I mean, I do have like 2 friends in town, but I hardly ever see them. They might as well be on here. Last time I saw one of my friends was Thanksgiving. And she was so tired. She was almost not there at all. Still really mad at her boss for that. Anyway. My mom doesn't think she's creative either, but she's had to adapt to so many things for me over 40 years, but she doesn't see those things as being creative. Oh, no, that's creative. Hi, Mary. No, that's definitely creative. altering, adapting, discovering new things, doing new recipes. You know, it's not just art that's creative. That's what people don't understand. Is that when they think creative, they think, you know, it's art. It's like, oh, I don't do art. Well, that's not the only thing that's creative. I think chefs are creative. I think glass blowers are creative. I think writers are creative. I think teachers can be creative. Doctors can be creative. Although hopefully not too much. It is. You're making use of your resources. It means she's smart. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So hopefully y'all like watching my channel and get inspired yourselves to make things. Because that's what I want. I want to have fun. That's why I want to do more different things. I got my craft kit. I can't wait to try it. It looks so cute. I want to do different things on the channel that are creative, which hopefully inspires you to try new things. Because we should all try new things. I mean, I'm making wearables, y'all. Me, I'm making wearables. I've been inspired to make wearables. From a country singer of all things. There's a country singer. I dearly love her. She makes her own clothes for her concerts. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So, I tried a couple of her tutorials, and I like it. Hubster came home. I'm not gonna see him till Thursday, so I'm closing down for about an hour till I go to bed. Okay. Have fun. Creativity comes from within. Cooking, singing, playing an instrument, and last but not least, crocheting. Yeah, exactly. Anything. Also, I love your channel. Oh, thank you. Emily Ann Roberts. Her husband has a YouTube channel that's Sasser House. I love her. I fell in love with her music 2024. I stumbled across her as a You Might Like This on Facebook, and I was like, oh my gosh. She is like a little mini Dolly Parton. I love it. She is a mix between Dolly Parton and Carrie Underwood. Two of my favorite singers of all time. So, yeah, she's perfect. And she dearly loves the Lord, just like the other two ladies. And I mean, that just makes me so happy. They live out there in the middle of nowhere. She is totally the, like, perfect combination of, you know, sweet and sassy. I love it. And she crochets. Hello. She calls her little crochet group the Yeehaw Meemaws. And I wanted to go. I wanted to go so bad. She was really close to me where she had her little traveling crochet club. And I couldn't go. I couldn't travel. So yeah, there are downsides to being a Spoonie that sometimes you can't beat. But surely she'll come again. Maybe even closer next time. Which would be great. Or maybe I'll make one of her things and she'll see it. And, I don't know. She'll comment. That'd be cool. I did find out, though, that Carrie Underwood also crochets. She started crocheting this year. Or last year. So, yay! There's one thing I want to make of Emily Ann's that there's no pattern for it. She made it up. But she doesn't really have a tutorial. She just kind of tells you kind of how she did it. And I'm trying to figure it out because I don't know. I want to make it. That's what I was making all those squares for that you saw a few months ago. Or last month. Last month. That's what I was making those squares for. And if I ever finish it, I will show you. Okay, well, I feel like I should go for tonight because I still got to go live tomorrow night. So I will see you all tomorrow at 8 Central, 9 Eastern, right here on the Spoonie Stitcher channel. And we'll be in our cozy clothes. Grab your crochet, knitting, or just crafting in general project. Grab some hot tea or a nice warm beverage or a glass of water, whatever. And we're just gonna sit and chat. And that's what the Tink Peel Club is all about. Chatting and crocheting. Or whatever fiber art or craft you would like to work on. So, yeah. We didn't call it a crochet club. That's basically what it is. So, thank you so much for being here tonight. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Yarn Zebra family. Remember, life happens, yarn helps, and Spoonies can stitch it up too.